We'll start with this controversy over a decision made by the Edwardsville School Board in Illinois. And I want to play you the local news report so that you can go on the same journey that I went on when I first watched this.
Sorry. Oh, wow. That's so rude. I'm sorry. I can't control it.
The idea that you'll hear about, it starts out bad, and then it gets worse as they continue to explain it. Let's watch.
Fiery debate over gender-neutral bathrooms tonight. Millions of dollars on the line in Edwardsville as the school board votes to pass the proposal for Edwardsville High. Fox News' Max Deetnight was at the meeting, which just wrapped up at Liberty Middle School.
A passionate debate over millions of dollars going toward building new gender-neutral bathrooms at Edwardsville High School. Some parents and others upset over this idea.
Who watches the watchers?
But using our tax money that I earned, to do something I oppose is just so wrong. Shouldn't even be a consideration. It's wasting the public's time. Thank you.
But others, including a current transgender student, argue the opposition is fear-mongering and that these bathrooms are safe.
From my experience as a transgender man, I rarely have ever felt safe in a public restroom.
This is an excellent opportunity to validate them as they are, to make education a safe space for them. I commend the board on moving forward with this. I encourage you to do so, and I thank you for your time.
Take a look at your screen. These are renderings of the common area bathrooms boys and girls would share at Edwardsville High, featuring private, fully enclosed stalls for each student. There's a light above each room indicating whether the stall is locked and already in use. District officials say the hand washing stations would be in the center for everyone to use, visible from the lobby and supervised during the busiest parts of the day. Still, some parents fear having teenage boys and girls in the same space like this is a bad idea. Monday night, the board voted to pass.
So they passed it. So gender-neutral bathrooms are the proposal, not just the proposal. It's been approved. And we've obviously seen the gender-neutral bathroom idea put forward many times in many school districts as a way of solving the trans student dilemma. And I've always been opposed to gender-neutral bathrooms for the simple reason that there actually is no dilemma.
And then, I never stopped, because the truth is I don't want to stop.
The old system worked perfectly well. There was no problem. There was no issue. Everything was fine. Boys use the boys' room, girls use the girls' room. It's not a problem. It's fine. This has been the system in public schools for as long as public schools have existed. If something has been done for decades, for centuries, and it's worked fine, and then you're coming along and say, we should radically change this, then the burden of proof is on you to explain, like, what was the issue? Why is there a problem now if there never has been before? If people have been doing a certain thing forever and it's been fine, and then you come along and you've got a problem with it, then it would seem like the issue is you.
Crank that soul, now what? Crank that soul, now what?
The problem is you. If everyone else can do it and they're fine and you have a problem, the problem is you. But still, I opposed doing that in schools because I don't think we need to go out of our way to build bathrooms like that in schools in order to get around this imaginary issue that we've created. But silly me, I didn't realize that we were talking about an actual communal bathroom with multiple stalls for multiple people where girls and boys will be invited to use it at the same time. And that apparently is what we're talking about. Not just talking about, but it's what they're going to do. Where teenagers in high school will be invited to use the bathroom with the opposite sex. This is such a bad idea. I mean, it's such a bad idea that it doesn't even, we'll get to this in a second, but it doesn't even solve the fake problem they've invented. It doesn't solve any real problem because there is no real problem. But even the fake problem is not solved by this. Boys with boys, girls with girls in the bathroom. It was fine. It was fine. The whole point for the boy who identifies as a girl or for the girl who identifies as a boy, the whole reason that they want access to the opposite sex restroom is to be affirmed, right, as the opposite sex. And that's really what this is all about. But you aren't affirming them by doing this. Like, this doesn't affirm anybody. sort of taking them at their word. The reason why you have a male who wants to use the female restroom, taking him at his word on this, is that, which we shouldn't, but just for the sake of argument, is that it's an affirmative validating, because okay, now I'm being accepted as a woman, and that's what this is all about. But you're not. This is not. Doesn't validate. It doesn't affirm. It doesn't. You're not being accepted as a woman. Just everyone's being thrown into the same environment now. Now, I'm not saying that we should affirm them. We shouldn't. My point is simply that this doesn't even do the bad thing it's supposed to do, which is the whole reason they're doing it. Because what they want is to be accepted and affirmed as the opposite sex. They don't want, if you come out and you do gender-neutral bathrooms, that doesn't work for them. So either they're going to hate it, which means that you're doing all this for them and they don't even like it. Or if they are okay with it, as they seem to be here, I guess, well, that means that they've dropped the whole affirmation thing from the bathroom debate, which means we can just go back to the old system. So either way, the old system is the only one that makes sense. And instead, they are doing something that will create all kinds of new problems while solving precisely nothing.